Hey everyone, welcome to TED Talk Daily. I'm Lucy, and today we're tackling a question that's both deeply human and a little unsettling. What happens when you're isolated for too long? Whether it's being stuck alone during a tough time or facing something as extreme as solitary confinement, the effects on your mind and body can be profound. To help us understand this, I'm joined by Dr. Elena Rivera, a clinical psychologist who spent years studying isolation. Welcome to the show, Dr. Rivera.
Thanks, Lucy. I'm thrilled to be here. Isolation is something we all experience at some point, but when it's prolonged, it can change us in ways we don't expect.
Let's dive in. Why is being alone for an extended period so hard on us? I mean, don't we all crave a little me time sometimes?
Absolutely, Lucy. Short bursts of solitude can be refreshing, but humans are wired for connection. Social interactions and meaningful activities give us what's called social reality testing, a way to check if our perceptions align with reality. Without them, our brains start to struggle. Stress hormones like cortisol spike early on, and if isolation drags on, that stress can become chronic. Your limbic system, which controls fear and stress, gets hyperactive, while your prefrontal cortex, the part that helps you think clearly and make decisions, can actually shrink. It's like your brain shifts from logic to raw emotion.
So it's not just feeling lonely, it's like your brain starts to lose its balance?
Exactly. You become more reactive, less rational, and it can feel like you're losing your grip on who you are.
Okay, paint a picture for us. What happens to someone isolated for days, weeks, or even longer?
It unfolds in stages. In the first few days, you might feel restless, anxious, or crave something new. By week 2, physical symptoms can kick in. Trouble sleeping, heart palpitations, headaches, or even digestive issues from stress. Over months, things get heavier. Your sense of time blurs, and your thoughts can start spiraling. Some people experience depression, obsessive thoughts, or even suicidal ideation. In extreme cases like solitary confinement, where people are locked in a tiny cell for 22 to 24 hours a day, you might see delusions or hallucinations. The lack of stimulation can fracture your sense of identity, making it hard to feel grounded.
That's intense. It's almost like the brain starts to unravel without something to hold on to.
Exactly. And the longer it goes on, the more those changes can become ingrained, making recovery a real challenge.
This brings us to something you mentioned, solitary confinement. How widespread is this, and why is it such a big deal?
It's a huge issue, especially in the U.S. In 2019, over 120,000 prisoners were in solitary confinement, spending 22 to 24 hours a day in cells about the size of a parking space, 6 by 9 feet, often with no windows. It started in the 1700s with Quaker groups who thought isolation could inspire reflection, hence the term penitentiary. But even back then, critics like Charles Dickens called it worse than any torture of the body. Today, it's often used for minor infractions like talking back to a guard, and it's especially harmful for people with pre-existing mental health issues. It doesn't just fail to rehabilitate, it makes things worse, increasing anxiety, PTSD, and even paranoia long after release.
So it's not just ineffective, it's actively harmful. That's hard to wrap my head around.
Right? Studies show it doesn't reduce prison violence, and it makes it harder for people to reintegrate into society. It's a lose-lose.
If someone's stuck in isolation, whether in a prison or just a tough life situation, what can they do to protect their mental health?
It's not easy, but small routines can be a lifeline. Try creating a daily schedule. Do bodyweight exercises like push-ups, write in a journal, or read to keep your mind active. Even talking to yourself can help you stay grounded. These won't erase the effects, but they give your brain something to focus on. On a bigger scale, we need systemic change. Some places have limited solitary to 15 days, or banned it for kids and pregnant people, but enforcement is spotty. Countries like Norway show a better way. They invest in rehabilitation with classes and work programs, and their recidivism rate is one of the lowest in the world. It proves we do better when we stay connected.
So it's about finding structure in chaos and pushing for systems that actually help people.
Exactly. Connection and purpose are what keep us human.
Wow, Dr. Rivera, this really hits home. Isolation isn't just about being alone, it's about what it takes away from us as humans. Thank you for shining a light on this. Dr. Rivera, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Lucy. Let's keep talking about how we can stay connected and support each other.
Absolutely. That's it for today's TED Talk Daily. See you next time, everyone.